Meet the new wave in needles. Karbonz are technology-forward needles sporting a carbon fiber shaft with nickel-plated brass tips for the perfect amount of grab and glide. The sharp metal tips allow you to pick up the stitches easily and slide them onto the carbon fiber shaft. The shaft provides enough flexion for a comfort grip, particularly when starting those tricky double-pointed projects, but still has enough resistance so that you have precise control. We continue to get high marks for our cables that resist kinking and offer smooth joins. Karbon sizes start at 0.00 or 1.5 millimeters. They're available in all the popular styles, including double point, single point, circulars, and interchangeables. These high-tech needles are easy on the budget while giving you all the features you want.
They're really nice. They're nice and light, and they're not pulling larger ladders than you would want. And the tips are really smooth. The yarn is going really easily from one to the next.
Yeah, and the joints from the silver to the carbon, that's nice and smooth too. It's not catching.
And so what I'm finding with these needles is that the yarn is just not slipping off like it does with the metal needles. If I did this with metal needles, they'd be gone, like that glass of wine, gone. But on the other hand, whereas bamboo doesn't slip as much, it also, that medium brown tends to blend so much with the yarns I like to use. I like to use a lot of browns and rusts, and I'll have to bring in an extra light just to see what I'm doing. And this dark needle really helps me find the stitch if I can't find it up here. So I enjoy that very much.
What I like about them is that they've got a little bit of drag. There's needles, the tips are nice and sharp, but they give you a nice little bit of drag where you're trying to get the stitch right on there, so you can make that quick little flip and keep going. So they're not too slippery, not too sticky. They're a really nice combination of what feels like wood and metal.
So I just switched from a pair of older needles that I had, metal ones, and what I'm liking so far about these is I like that the tip has a good glide and that the yarn doesn't bunch up on the tip, because I have a tendency when I'm knitting to end up with all of my yarn wadded up right at the edge, because the needle won't let the yarn slide real well if I'm on wood, which I prefer because then my yarn doesn't slide off the needle as easily.
I love those little sharp points too, so I can just like dig into those stitches. They're a lot of fun to knit with, and I don't think anyone would be disappointed with them.
We were studying Green River.
And just enough drag to work lace too.